Hey guys, Sophia here with turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com, and I'm back with another video. At least I will try to get through this video. I've fallen a bit behind. I haven't been feeling well. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. I've been sitting on these videos waiting for my voice to come back, and it just isn't coming back. And you know what? There are too many contests going on. I cannot wait any longer. So I do hope you can suffer through hearing my terrible voice, and let's just get talking about these beautiful women. So today we're talking about the 2022 IFBB Pro League Hurricane Pro Bikini and Figure results. And there were more shows last weekend. I won't be able to cover the Baltimore Pro. I've just run out of time, but I do have the videos for the other 3 shows coming your way. So make sure you subscribe. I'll be back with those as soon as I can. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, this Hurricane Pro is considered Tier 4. So the winner qualifies, 2nd through 5th receive those points, and at the end of the qualification period, which you guys, it is so soon, November 20th. Oh my gosh. The top 3 in the points of all of the divisions will also get to go to Olympia. So here is Figure Open. Top 5. In first place, Maggie. 2nd, Autumn. 3rd, Mayra. 4th, Martina. And 5th, Blanca. All right, so Blanca in 5th, we saw her at the San Antonio Pro, and I think she looks so good. Her conditioning in her legs is even better than it was. Like, you can see so much detail, particularly in these quads. Do you see the bit of feathering coming through? It's just gorgeous. But you don't see as much ab definition as you saw, so I think that's kind of crazy. A little bit more conditioning, but a little less detail, so it's crazy. I think she has an absolutely beautiful X frame. You really notice the curves, the roundness in her legs match perfectly with the roundness in her upper body. She's got a gorgeous frame, and I love that she's got more volume in her hair. I think it kind of fills in the space in between these delts, and it just looks really good. From a balance perspective, my eye is really happy seeing that. Also, whether it's the angle of the photographer or what, it just seems like her suit, the upper, the top part of her suit is fitting even better than it did here. I like that it's higher, the triangles are closer together. It just looks beautiful. It really makes her body look big. Her lats really stick out. So I think she looked fantastic, and a 5th place I thought was really good. Okay, next in 4th place is Martina. We've seen her quite a few times also in the top 5, and I love this change in her suit. Look how high it comes up under her belly button, and the straps come up really high too. It does such a great job of shortening her torso, so it just looks like she's muscle. It goes lat to this tiny amount of stomach and then right to her quads. It's a really flattering shape. She's got a beautiful lower stomach too. It's not like she's trying to hide anything, but it's just a really good optical, I don't want to say illusion, but it does really make your eye notice that X frame. So it's a beautiful suit and extremely eye-catching and colorful. It looks great on her. Martina has beautiful conditioning in her legs. I think we see even more detail than we saw at the Sasquatch. You know, she doesn't have crazy feathering or anything, but you don't need that necessarily. You just need to see the gorgeous, beautiful lines, and she's got them. Her abs look great. She has a little bit more of a soft look in her upper body compared to her legs, right? So you've got super detailed chiseled legs, and then a little bit more of that roundness and curviness and fullness in the upper. So it's beautiful. She looks fantastic. I think she's got a great X frame. She looks happy. She looks really gorgeous, and I think she looks amazing. And I love her calves too. I think her legs look really balanced right from her ankles all the way up to that suit. So a beautiful look from Martina. Okay, next and 3rd was Mayra. Wow, those delts are incredible. She has such a beautiful upper body, gorgeous lats, amazing stomach. Like, her skin is just flawless. She's so flat. This lower belly is absolutely sensational, like absolutely tight, beautiful abs. The 6-pack is there. Nice small waist. She looks extremely narrow. gorgeous roundness in her legs, great definition. It's the perfect, beautiful triangular shape in that quad on both sides. Absolutely beautiful. I love her suit. It is one of the prettiest suits I've ever seen. So much bling. The color is gorgeous with her dark tan. It's absolutely fantastic. But one thing I was thinking when I was looking at her, the stripes right now on the top, they're making my eye go like this way, right? So from the middle to the lat. I wonder if it wouldn't be possible to just like take the suit apart and put it back together so that instead the black lines were going from the middle out this way. And I think what that would do is it would highlight the V taper more. So instead of my eye being drawn low to like the bottom of the lats, it would be drawn up towards the delts. Just an idea. I think already her physique is incredible and she's got an amazing V-taper, but somehow playing with that suit might even highlight it more. Anyway, just an idea. I think the suit itself is gorgeous. I love the pink. I love the bling. She's posing fantastically. The lats are really showcased and her conditioning is beautiful. I'm super impressed by her. Okay, next is Autumn, another top 5. She is so impressive. She's always consistently beautiful. Her hair is perfect. I think her hair in this show, she looks like an angel, like she's glowing. She looks so beautiful. Her makeup is phenomenal. And one thing I noticed, I'm sorry about my voice, you guys. One thing I noticed is how relaxed and confident she looks in this picture. Like even compared to the one beside her, the San Antonio, she looks more shrugged. She looks more tense. Her legs don't look as beautifully defined, but here it's like she's almost perfect. Her arms are at such a beautiful, relaxed curve. It's really showing off the symmetry in her delts. Her lats have such a beautiful curve. Her legs have great definition. There's that little bit of a gap between the two thighs, so you get a beautiful look at the curve of her muscles in her legs. Like, I just think she looks relaxed and calm and confident and beautiful. This is one of my favorite photos of Autumn, so I just think she looks gorgeous. So if we zoom in just to get another look, absolutely beautiful. The definition is lovely. It's not super hard with striations and ripped and craziness. But it's enough to see the definition of the muscle. The six-pack is there. Her delts have a beautiful curve. I think she looks gorgeous. All right, and now Maggie in first place is phenomenal. What a crazy physique, super exaggerated. So her shoulders are insane. The size, the height, the curve, her lats are really big and her waist is so narrow, like just crazy tiny. The suit comes up really high. So like we talked about before, it really gives that illusion of the X frame being so prominent. Her legs come out so far. The sweep of those quads is crazy big. I think her legs look even bigger because she has a more petite lower leg. Her calves are beautifully developed, but they're not as large as her upper leg. Clearly, you're never going to have it equal, but I do feel like from a balance perspective, she probably could have a little bit more size in the lower leg. But by having it like that, it really makes you see how big her quads are. It's beautiful. I think the color of her suit is spectacular. It's such a beautiful combination. And I love that the lines, like I was talking about with Mayra, I love that the lines start in the middle and draw your eye up towards the delts. It's gorgeous. She looks absolutely fantastic. Great definition. I love that you see the lines going all the way up into her hips. It's beautiful. Now the lineup, this is so incredible. Everybody's amazing. Those delts, the tiny waists. Maggie really stands out for just how tall she is. Her and Martina side by side look incredible. There's so much muscle. I notice Mayra's delts. I notice Autumn's legs. Blanca, I notice that just that beautiful X frame. Martina's definition shines through. And Maggie, man, I notice that tiny waist and those lats. It's beautiful. From behind, Maggie's back pose seemed a little bit, the symmetry was off. Now it is just a photo, so of course she might not have been fully in her pose in this particular photo. But what I do like the best about Maggie is how beautifully defined the hamstrings are compared to the quad sweep. I don't think anybody else has that same definition in the back. I also think that Maggie has some gorgeous size while in her glutes, beautiful roundness, while still having a nice amount of detail at the bottom to show off the glute ham tie-ins. Mayra's glute ham tie-ins look really beautiful too, very triangular. So it's a gorgeous top 5. Maggie stands out for sure simply because of her size. Okay. In terms of Olympia, Maggie is qualified. Autumn is way at the top with 31. Mayra has 3. Martina has 9. Blanca has 3. All right. Moving on to Pro Bikini. In first place was Ashlyn. Second, Brittany. Third, Abby. Fourth, Alice. And fifth, Erin. So here's Erin in 5th place. First of all, I adore her suit. This purpley turquoise collar combo is so striking on stage. I know blue is very popular and purple is very popular, but the combination of the two colors is stunning. I think she looks beautiful. Her makeup, her hair, her beautiful lipstick, the earrings, just she looks so polished and put together. I'm super impressed by how consistent she poses as well. Like, you could take this photo and put it on top of the others and they would be right exactly the same. Although I noticed one small difference. In this photo, the photographer captured her with her palm a little bit facing more towards the front than it was in these two photos. And it does give you just a little bit more of a view of that shoulder. I think it looks really good. She looks really open. She's got a beautiful hourglass. She looks fantastic. Her conditioning is perfect. A nice line coming down the back. I do think she could have a little bit more roundness on the glute right over here. But otherwise, I think she's got a fantastic shape. She looks gorgeous, and it was a really good 5th place for her. Okay, next and 4th is Alice, and I'm so impressed with Alice. I think she is really stunning. She's got a super exaggerated hourglass shape. Her stomach is so small, so flat, and what I love about the way that Alice poses is she's not doing a crazy vacuum and creating a lot of rib. She's got this straight smoothness that looks really good. And it highlights just how amazing of a curve she has in her back. So her hourglass is stunning. She's got so much fullness and roundness in the top of her glutes, which I love. I think it looks really good. Great balance between her glute and her upper body. Beautiful definition too. Great outline of her quad here, nice obliques. I do feel like Alice could have a little bit more size and like curves in her arms. She's got good balance, right, between top and bottom, but because of how curvy and full her legs are, I feel like she could have a little bit more curve and fullness in the arms. Just a little bit. I love the curly hair. I love her makeup. I love the suit. I just think she's phenomenal, and I can't wait to see more of her. Okay, here's Abby. This is exciting. So you'll recognize Abby from past contests in the Masters division. She does very well as a master, but this is the first time in this qualification period that we're seeing her in the Open division in the top 5. So I am so excited for her. She looks beautiful. This royal blue suit is stunning. How gorgeous it looks in her. I mean, she's always beautiful. The red looks good too, but the blue is really cool. It's a different vibe. Her hair is beautiful. Her makeup is beautiful. She's got lovely posing. You really notice the line coming down. Her conditioning is nice. Nice curve in this back quad. She looks really full. She looks beautifully hourglassy, though for sure, especially in the lineup compared to the other girls, I think she could have a lot more size on her glute. She's got a nice roundness and it's a beautiful curve, but I think size-wise, she could get it to come out even more, like stick out further from her body. Maybe even just putting more weight on the hip and just really kind of pushing out the glute would be something to try even. But I think she looks really beautiful, and I'm super excited that she's in the top 5. Okay, Brittany in second. Oh my gosh, we're seeing her in the top 5 over and over, and it's so good. She's got an amazing physique. I absolutely adore her hamstrings. It's the first thing I see when I look at her. This amazing curve. You've got these beautiful little petite ankles, curvy calf, curvy hamstring, curvy glute, nice small waist, curvy lats, and beautiful rounded delts. Like the overall shape is gorgeous. Her definition looks fantastic as well. You've got a little bit of detail coming through in the back leg, little detail around her kneecap. She's got great delts. They've got a nice curve. They come into her arms beautifully with just that little bit of definition in there. Nice obliques. Her waist is nice and small. I do think she could put this hand higher. I would try to make her fingers more where her knuckle is. And I think that would draw your eye up more. Right now, the way that her arm is, it's pulling my eye down towards her hips rather than showing off the smallness of her waist. So that's the only thing I would change for Brittany is I would raise that hand. I think she's gorgeous, stunning. All right, and now in first place is Ashlyn. I really enjoy seeing Ashlyn in first place. It wasn't that long ago that she was always at the top of the points, but now she is just dominating everything she does, and it's really exciting. I think she looks beautiful. She's got great fullness in her glute and really good round fullness in her legs too. I love the curve in her quad in this back leg. And her arms are so curvy too. Look at that beautiful bicep muscle. The tricep, the bicep, everything is curvy. It's fantastic. It's a perfect balance. When you see all the curves in her legs and then you see the curves in her arms, it's just perfect. She's got great balance, great symmetry. Her stomach is super small, and so you've got a gorgeous waistline. She's holding her hand nice and high, so her elbow is high. You really notice the upper body and you notice that hourglass. So I think she's doing phenomenally. Okay, side by side, I'm drawn to Erin because her suit is a slightly different color. I think that's really important. You don't want to be too much the same as everybody else. I also notice here that Abby could have a little bit more size on her glute, right? When you compare her to the girls beside her. She's holding her own. Her conditioning is beautiful. I think Brittany, you really notice the beautiful balance between the glute and the shoulder. Alice, I notice her tiny waistline and just how beautifully she gets to stand so tall and show off that gorgeous shape. And I love the groove coming down her leg. Ashlyn looks confident. She looks so, like it's easy for her to just show off this amazing glute. She's got a lovely size here at the top. Beautiful balance. From behind, I'm drawn to Ashlyn's glute ham tie-ins. She's got great definition showing off her hamstrings and a great curve both to the inside and the outside of her legs. I think Erin could have had a little bit more conditioning. Same with Alice even, to show off the tie-ins a little bit more. Abby, I think, has beautiful shape and the tie-ins look good. Same with Brittany. But Ashlyn's, it's those hamstrings and the beautiful curve. Gorgeous delts, really nice hourglass shape. I can see why Brittany came in second. She also has a really good hourglass shape from behind. Alice, okay, I love the curly hair, but I feel like even though it's in that perfect V shape, it's a little bit too short and it's hiding her delts and obstructing the hourglass rather than highlighting the hourglass. So if she could just get the hair a little bit less on her shoulders and have the V come down a little bit more, I think it would highlight the hourglass from behind a bit better. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, Ashlyn is qualified, Brittany is qualified, Abby's on the list with 3, Alice will get 2 more points to be up to 4, and Erin will, I think they missed some of Erin's points, so I believe she's at 4 as well. Okay, so it's another big weekend. That's why I had to make these videos despite my crazy voice. So I will be back with more recaps as soon as I can. Please give me a like if you like this video. Comment below with your thoughts on these top 5s and come find me. I'm at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and of course on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.